Welcome back to our channel, where we provide valuable insights and strategies for effective parenting. In today's video, we will explore how to approach a mentally breaking down child. We often find it easier to accept our children's positive feelings but struggle when they express negative emotions. It's important to recognize that we can't expect children to behave well when they don't feel right. By prioritizing their feelings and addressing them, we increase the chances of engaging their cooperation. Let's delve deeper into this topic. Imagine you've repeatedly told your child not to bother their little sister near the stove, but they continue to do so. Feeling tired and stressed, you might scream in frustration, warning them about potential consequences. However, the child remains oblivious to your words. This situation arises when we don't feel right, leading to ineffective behavior management. However, if the same incident occurred when you were feeling more cheerful, you might respond with grace under pressure. You would gently intervene, scooping up the little sister or the dog, redirecting the child's behavior with understanding and humor. The difference lies in how we handle our own feelings. The point here is that when children don't feel right, they struggle to behave appropriately. If we fail to address their emotions, our chances of engaging their cooperation diminish. Resorting to greater force becomes the last option, which we should reserve for emergencies such as ensuring their safety. It's crucial to confront and understand their feelings head-on. Moving on, let's discuss how we often have no trouble accepting our children's positive feelings but encounter difficulties when they express negative emotions. What? You hate Jimmy? But he's your best friend. How can you be sick of pancakes? They're your favorite. You want me to give the baby back? That is a terrible thing to say. Don't ever let me hear something like that come out of your mouth again. When our children express negative feelings, we tend to respond with disbelief, attempting to correct or dismiss their emotions. However, this approach hinders their emotional growth and leads to further communication barriers. Often, we tend to reject or dismiss negative feelings because we perceive them as undesirable or believe they should be eliminated. Our intuition tells us to diminish or ignore these emotions. However, this approach is misleading. To understand the significance of acknowledging feelings, let's examine a relatable situation. Imagine you have an important presentation at work, but you wake up feeling exhausted and develop a throbbing headache. On your way to work, you meet a colleague and express your reluctance, saying, "I don't want to face that presentation today. I just want to go back home, take some pain relievers, and rest all day." What would your reaction be if your friend responded like the following responses? Response 1. Denying and scolding. Stop complaining. It's just a presentation. You shouldn't talk that way. Besides, you'll do fine once you start. Come on, let me see that smile. Response 2. Giving advice. You need to gather yourself. You know this presentation is important. You should ditch the coffee, have some herbal tea, and meditate in the car before starting. Response 3. Gentle philosophical lecture. No job is perfect, that's life. Complaining won't change anything. Dwelling on the negative isn't productive. Response 4. Comparison. Look at John. He's always enthusiastic about presentations. You should be more like him. Maybe you need to prepare better. Response 5. Asking questions. Did you get enough sleep? What time did you go to bed? Do you think you're getting sick? Have you been using those Sani wipes at work to avoid catching germs? Did you feel judged, interrogated, or belittled? It becomes less likely that you would share your feelings with that person again. This can quickly escalate your unhappiness and possibly lead to anger or resentment. How about if your colleague simply said, "It sounds awful to have to give a presentation when you're not feeling well, especially with a headache. It would be nice to have a day off due to a snowstorm or a small hurricane." When your feelings are acknowledged, you experience a sense of relief and feel understood. It opens up the possibility that things may not be as bad as they initially seemed and that you can find a way to handle the situation. By acknowledging their feelings, we create an atmosphere where children feel understood and supported. This approach encourages open communication, emotional growth, and a stronger parent-child connection. When children express negative feelings, our typical responses of denial, scolding, interrogating, comparing, and lecturing rarely yield positive results. Let's explore some examples. Denial of feelings. You don't really hate school. You'll have fun once you get there. Has any child ever responded, "Oh yeah, you're right. You just reminded me that I do love school. Philosophy. Look, kiddo, life isn't fair. You've got to stop with the, he got more, hers is better. How likely is it that your child will reply, gee whiz, I was all upset, but now that you explained me that life isn't fair, I feel so much better. Thanks, Dad. Questions. Why did you throw sand when I just told you not to? What child says, why did I? I guess there's no good reason. Thanks for pointing out. It won't happen again. Comparison. Look at how Olivia is sitting quietly and waiting her turn. Whose child will say, oh gosh, I will try to be more like Olivia? It's more likely she'll feel like giving Olivia a bonk on the head. Lecture. Why do you always want a toy as soon as your brother starts to playing with it? You had no interest in a minute ago. You just want to take it away from him. That's not very nice. Anyway, that's a toy for babies and you're a big girl now. You should be more patient with your little brother. And where is the child who responds, do go on, dear mother? I'm learning so much from this speech. Let me just jot down a few notes on my iPad so I can go over these points later. While it's true that there are differences between adults and children, if we want cooperation rather than hostility, we must apply the principle of acknowledging feelings to both. By modifying our approach and focusing on understanding and validating their emotions, we can foster a positive connection and create an environment where children feel supported and empowered. The next time your kid says something negative and inflammatory, follow these steps. 1. Grit your teeth and resist the urge to immediately contradict him. 2. Think about the emotion he is feeling. 3. Name the emotion and put it in a sentence. With any luck, you will see the intensity of the bad feelings diminish dramatically. Good feelings can't come in until the bad feelings are let out. If you stuff those bad feelings back in, they will marinate and become more potent. When a child says, I hate Jimmy. I'm never playing with him again. Instead of course you will. Jimmy is your best friend. And we don't say hate. Try, boy, sounds like you're really angry with Jimmy right now. Or, something Jimmy did really annoyed you. When a child says, why do we always have to have pancakes? I hate pancakes. Instead of, you know you love pancakes. They're your favorite food. Try, sounds like you're disappointed about pancakes for breakfast. You're in a mood for something different. When the child says, this puzzle is too hard. Instead of, no, it's not. It's easy. Here, I'll help you. Look, here's a corner piece. Try, puzzles can be so frustrating. All these little pieces could drive a person nuts. You are giving your child a crucial vocabulary of feelings that he can resort to in times of need. When he can wail, I am frustrated. Instead of biting, kicking, and hitting, you will feel the thrill of triumph. It's important to know that all feelings can be accepted. Some actions must be limited. It's not that you immediately start cooking up a mushroom and cheddar cheese omelet for your demanding toddler who has just complained about the pancakes. Just accept the feeling. Often a simple acknowledgement of the feeling is enough to diffuse a potential meltdown. For those times when it's not enough, you'll find more tools in future videos. Thank you for watching our video. If you found this information valuable and want to receive more helpful tips and strategies for effective parenting, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Thank you once again for watching, and we look forward to sharing more valuable content with you soon. Remember, you're not alone on this parenting adventure.